Hey guys, welcome to Geotech. If you have a Gio G2000 like we have demonstrated right here, and your bike is not charging, but when you turn it on, you see that you have power. Okay, in this case on this bike, see how low the battery is? It's just flashing, indicating there. That means, and this bike, as you can see, we have the charger plugged in. It is not charging. You'd see a red light there for the charge. Now we got a blinking green light, which indicates most likely that there's a problem with the batteries. So we go inside here, unplug this. How do we deal with this problem? We'll turn it off. First things first, we want to go into the back and access the breaker. Okay, so we pop off this. Lift this up, easy, or not easy. There we go. Wow. Hopefully yours is easier. And then what we're gonna do is flip off the breaker. In our case on this bike, the breaker is not, there's no on or off, but you can tell that the breaker is on because it clicks in firmly and it clicks off very easily. So that's how you can tell that. You can flip that switch if you're having troubles. So you don't have to remove anything else. And what we're gonna do is you have to access the side panels where the batteries are on either side. So you don't have to touch any of this in order to access the batteries. What you do have to do is get this small panel off, which is held in by this screw here. There is a number 5 Allen there, and there's some screws on the inside over here. There's a screw up here, which I've already taken out just to make this video faster. I've taken that one out up there, although I'm not sure that's entirely necessary. And there's these 2 screws down here and one at the very bottom. So I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, no, that's how you do that. So I'm gonna start removing this first screw. Okay, somehow I cut this off. Here we go, first screw is out. Pop that off. Why it's not coming out. Okay, so that's out there. And I'm going to take out this other screw that is over here at the bottom. You can see there. Wrap around, you just access. You'll need a short, stubby screwdriver like this to make this whole job easier. Okay. Undo that. Okay. There we go, screw pops out. All right, now with our Allen key, we'll get in here. If this Allen key bolt is a bit tight, just use this side of the Allen key, pop it out a little bit. Now you can start easily turning and removing the rest of the panel. Do this screw up here. Et voila. Okay, set all that aside now. There's 2 clips at the top here. Just remove this panel, like so, and if you with gentle wiggling, it is removed. Now, since I've already previously taken this off, I forgot that typically you'll find this piece is attached in here. There's a small connector here. When you do this yourself, typically you'll see this connection will be inside there, like so. And you'll just have to disconnect that, like I'm about to do right now, super easily. There we go. So that will be your whole panel taken off. Put that aside. Okay, so now we just need a 10 millimeter socket. This bracket It's holding the batteries in place. So I'll remove that. Oops. Oh, I don't understand. Oh, the socket. Okay, so now that I've cracked it, it should be easy enough to untwist. Okay. So that is out. This metal bracket comes off. It slides in at the front there, and it's just resting on top of the battery. Remove this piece. Now we can access the battery, okay? So first things first, we'll want to disconnect this top piece here. So you kind of have to squeeze it out a little bit like that. What I recommend doing is taking 8mm driver set. You can use the stubby screwdriver on the top here, if you'll notice, but just out of the risk of stripping the screw, you don't really want to play around with this too much. If you can, if you have access to an 8mm socket, for sure use that. It will be much better. Let's see which way that one. Oops. Okay, as I've previously. Okay, now that I've loosened it, I'm going to do it the rest of the way with the screwdriver. Just gets a little bit easier. But for tightening and loosening, you'll want to definitely do that. So, oh, I should have said beforehand, what you really going to want to do is take a photo of the setup before, take a photo of the entire thing, how it's connected, where it's connected to and from, that positive coming up to this negative, etc. As you go through, you'll want to at least have some kind of record of where these wires are going, so when you're setting it back up, you can set it up all correctly. And once you take out the little screw, just put it right back in the battery, as we will need this in a bit. Okay. The next wire is not so fun to disconnect. So it's a bit tricky. You'll have it on an angle, as I'm doing right now. Ideally, maybe get somebody to help you with this if it's too much to balance everything on your own. But you flip open that tab. Hopefully your socket fits in there. Hopefully your socket works properly. There we go. And there we go. So I'm going to switch back to the little stubby. Now that it's loose, get the screw the rest of the way out. And we will be almost free from inside here. So this is a positive wire, and there is our battery. One battery so far. Okay, so I'll put the little screw tab back in. So now we're going to test the voltage of this battery and see what the health of it is. So first things first, get your multimeter. Set your multimeter to 20 volts. As seen there. Okay, now we're going to put the negative to the blue, positive to the red, and we're going to see the voltage is 10.93. So it's a 12 volt battery. Well, sometimes it can live at 13 volts. So that is, it's like still kind of high, but obviously I think this one had been actually previously replaced, if I'm not mistaken. And then, so this, we will still recondition this battery. But typically if you have like 10 volts or lower, then that's really where you can tell that your battery is dead. But there might be other batteries in this whole unit that are gonna show us less voltage. So just for the sake of it, we will take this battery over to our charger. Now, the regular charger that comes with the system is not strong enough to recondition this battery. Because it's a smart charger, it wants to see a healthy battery before it's going to send charge. Healthy battery being probably above the 11 volts even. So we're going to want to recondition it with a unit such as this battery charger. And it has a little thing down here, the settings are 10 amps. You set it to 10 amps because these are some pretty high amperage batteries, and you're going to want that charge going in. Careful when you play with these. You touch them, they will create a little spark, so you don't want to do that. Okay, negative to the negative, positive to the positive, and now we will let it sit there and charge for, I don't know, probably a half an hour, an hour, more. 3 to 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours, and we should be in good condition for this battery. So, and then you'll have to do that same process with each one of these batteries if you have that circumstance where your charger, your smart charger, is not charging the system. You're going to have to go through, test each one of these batteries, take them out. You'll have to take out the other side panel, which I've already done, and then remove these batteries. And again, keeping in mind how the wires have been laid out and they connect each one in series so that everything will work properly once you get it back. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you.